Rejection happens in many ways. It happens to everybody. I don't know how to explain or define it, neither do I know how to communicate the psychological effect. Don't forget, I am not a writer. But I do know how it feels to be rejected, the consequences of it, and that nobody deserves to be rejected. Rejection turns a strong spirit to a weak spirit, it kills confidence and makes a person feels hopeless. Heaven frowns at rejection. Rejection is when you think a person doesn't cut your standard and isn't worth a thing. It may be conscious or unconscious, but it is rejection all the same. We all have rejected somebody one way or the other. It's one thing we must come across often in our lives. Rejection lives in everybody, it's inherent. Sometimes we hate ourselves for failing and then give up, never giving ourselves another opportunity to try again. We get scared when another opportunity comes and look for any and every reason not to use it. We give ourselves excuses why we shouldn't do it. It becomes worse when we fail at many other things, and many other times, we write ourselves off as failures and avoid any opportunity that will bring us out. For example, we want a seat at the back when we are in an interactive meetings, or we will remain silent throughout the meetings, not make any contributions and not ask any question because of the fear that it may be a terrible speech, question, or it may cause attention on us. Another example is at our place of work. We tremble at emails or summons received by the boss. Afraid it is another assignments. We are always silent in office meetings, and watching out for the easy assignments. We are always looking for people or things that fit into our lives. Anything short of this standard is rejected outright, irrespective of the consequences or effect it may have on the rejected person. It must be about me or nothing. My relationship must be the best match as I think or feel it should be, so therefore I will reject lover A and date lover B. My company must take in only the best, so I will filter every human and take in only the perceived best and reject the perceived less. But most times we come to see that our perception of those things we accepted as the best are not actually the best. We have been tricked by our emotions, senses, and the object we accepted, to believe that object is the best. The best who comes into our lives is not and will not be known until they are already in our lives. A friend once asked me how can she know if a man asking her for a relationship is serious with her and not just trying to have fun with her. Well, I told her a simple answer: you can only know if he is right only when you are in a relationship with him. Yes, that's too much risk to take. Most times, people are what we make them to be. I know this through experience. Man has always been the creator of things. He created his environment, life, relationship, machines, comfort, fun, and unconsciously created the people who come into their lives. I think we can also create how these people stay in our lives. We can make them what we want them to be, give them a role to play in our lives. There is no perfect skill on how to make people the best thing to happen to you, maybe because we have only focused on ourselves and not really focused on people. We go into a relationship with selfishness. What do I feel about this person? What will this person do for me? Is this person what I want? Can this person protect and maintain my happiness? How can this person love me? We are very overprotective. If we had worried more about the person and prepared ourselves for our next relationship, maybe we will get it right. How can I love this person better? What was my mistake in my past relationships? What can I do for this person? What does he feel about me? We don't prepare ourselves to give the best to people unconditionally. We only upgrade our skills because we need a better income. We love because we want someone to love us in return. We should prepare for our next interaction with people, whether it was planned or unplanned. How can I be of peace and happiness to the next person I meet? Life is hard because we made it so. Your happiness is your responsibility, but it is greatly affected by others. You don't live in an island. The way we relate with others determines how easy it is for them to be happy. You don't expect a rejected person to be happy with ease. If he suffers emotionally, he struggles to get over it. When he remembers people don't think he fits in, he feels hurt, inferior, and withdraws himself, then seeks happiness somewhere else. An excerpt from a book I'm writing, titled, How I Conquered Depression. Please, give an honest review.